we'll start down then at Old Trafford. Jacob, what's happened there in the first half? Has it been an entertaining game for every supporter?
Yes, it's been very, very end-to-end here. It's been a very thirsty game as well. We've had 5 bookings already in this first half. PSG, you'd have thought that Man United would have been a bit more dominant over what is a very patched-up PSG side, but you'd say that the away side have had the better chances. Di Maria rounded De Gea in the 37th minute, but the goalkeeper recovered to keep him out. Pogba danced down the right at one stage, but Buffon was very much equal to it. Man United have been restricted here, although PSG are about to have a corner.
And we're looking at the starting lineups, Jacob. We saw the PSG team, 4 central defenders starting in that team. There's definitely some shift, isn't there, and with a lot of injury worries for Thomas Tuchel.
Yes, there is, and they've got, I believe, at least 3 academy players on the bench as well because of injuries. So, you wouldn't have thought that PSG would have been putting up as much of a fight as they have been. But it's been, as I say, very, 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 very end-to-end, and PSG has more than held their own in this game.
Jacob, I just wanted to bring this up with you as well in regards to Manchester United versus PSG. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is on that brilliant run as Manchester United manager, still undefeated, and there was some debate almost that he could get this job after if he beat PSG over these 2 legs. Is it looking that way so far? What's your opinion on that?
I mean, he's going to have to do it the hard way because Jesse Lingard has gone off with what looks to be a pulled muscle injury. He was trying to hit a long pass and it looked like he just caught himself somehow. Alexis Sanchez is on then, but PSG has sort of got more and more into the game as this half has gone on. Dani Alves has just had a free kick that's gone just over. They're causing them problems, definitely. And Mbappe was clean through at one point, and Young had to push him out into the crowd, which caused a bit of anger from the PSG players. But United are going to have to come up with a little bit more because they haven't created a lot so far, and PSG are definitely well on top.
Looking on the bench there, Jacob, for Paris Saint-Germain, you were mentioning earlier a lot of them are academy players. One noticeable player on that bench, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, formerly of Stoke City. He must be kind of imagining how he's reached in got in a Champions League squad almost.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? On the United bench you've got players such as Sanchez, Juan Mata and Lukaku, and then you look at PSG's and it's much more weaker. I mean, you'd say Choupo-Moting is probably one of the better players on that bench tonight, which nobody really would have thought that would be the case, let alone him. If he does get on at some point, it's definitely going to be a bit of a good moment for him.
Over to Old Trafford, Jacob. Second half underway there?
Not yet because of that delay due to Lingard's forced substitution. We are still waiting for the second half to get back underway. But talking about that VAR, we did have a moment early in the first half where Di Maria went through, tried to round De Gea and nearly got a goal. But the assistant was very, very, very late in pulling up for offside. So you have to wonder there whether he would have left his flag down or what would have happened if it had gone in, because he didn't put his flag up until De Gea had actually saved it, which I find a bit odd.
Strange, because, I mean, Champions League put through like a dossier of different ideas and what the four match they've called concerning match changing situations will be: goals, incidents in the penalty area, red cards, mistaken identity. Is it a broader thing that should be introduced into the Premier League, into the English game? And do you think the UEFA are doing it correctly?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think this has been sort of forced in a bit quickly by UEFA because they saw probably maybe how good it has been in some instances of the FA Cup. Obviously, it hasn't completely worked all the time, but it is a teething process. You've got to sort of iron out some of these problems. We are getting back underway here, so hopefully there'll be some action to bring you in a little bit.
Jacob, like you said earlier, second half was getting underway at Old Trafford. Anything happening there in the early stages of the second half?
Yes, well, interestingly, Solskjaer has now switched 2 of his front 3. Anthony Martial has been taken off at half-time. Juan Mata's on. Man United are pressing a lot more. They're having a lot more of the ball, although we are only 2 minutes in, so I'm not sure how much you can read into that. But they are... Matic has just got the ball deep in his own half. It's been forced out for a throw-in though, so not too much going on so far.
And he's kind of shaken the team up a bit, hasn't he, Solskjaer? there was talk in the week saying that he's got this massive squad, he's got a very good squad, but it's all about keeping them all happy, isn't it, really?
Yes, he's done really well so far, actually. His squad switching has been really good. He's utilised a lot of the members in that squad. And he's also brought in people that, under Mourinho, had sort of fallen out of favour, really. You know, you've got Eric Bailly, who was at times, criticised under Mourinho's reign. He's back in the starting lineup.
Sorry, chance.
Yeah,
Let's go to Jacob Leeks again now, see what's happening down at Old Trafford. Anything to report on so far, Jacob?
Well, I said that Man United had started the second half better, but now PSG are getting themselves back into it. Draxler's lining it up for a shot. Oh no, he's out to Alves, out wide. Mbappe, oh what a save from De Gea. The ball got shifted out to Alves on the right. He crossed it in and Mbappe was just let to go a bit free by the two centre-halves. He just pulled away from Bailly and managed to get a free header off, but it's an excellent save down to his low to his left from De Gea, and it's gone out for a corner. Mbappe is causing a lot of problems at the moment for United, although Tuchel is getting quite angry on the sidelines, very animated with his side. We're about to see this corner come in now. Corner's coming in. Alright, it's a goal. It's in right in at the far post, and it is Kimpembe who has managed to just tap it in really at the far post. There was nobody on that post for United. Excellent cross from Di Maria, went all the way through the defence, and Kimpembe has managed to get the crucial away goal for PSG, although Solskjaer is calling for VAR, so it's all going nothing. Big chance.
That's very much there. Sorry.
Go on, Jacob. What's happened down at Old
Man
Trafford?
United have been really lacklustre actually in the second half after PSG scored. It's been all PSG, but on their first real attack, Rashford did well down the left. The ball came in from the right. Silva headed out, and Herrera just didn't quite catch it right with his volley, although it has just gone just wide of Buffon's post. PSG did have a great chance to double their lead just a few moments ago. Di Maria found space out on the left. He cut outside Young, who blocked out for a corner. From that corner, De Gea got found out in no man's land, and Alves had a volley just tipped wide by Pogba, I believe it was. It was mere inches from being a second PSG goal.
Goal.
He's really grown and developed that role himself.
Goal! Here we go. PSG have doubled their lead here. Di Maria again found space on there. He's had objects thrown at him, actually, in an early corner. He's put in a beautiful ball across to Mbappe, who again got away from those two centre-backs who are having all sorts of nightmares here. And he taps in, past De Gea, and it's 2-0 PSG. United are in trouble.
And it's the first meeting between the two sides, Manchester United and PSG will be a very difficult place for Manchester United to go and get something out of this Champions League tie. Kylian Mbappe confirmed with that goal. Jacob, of PSG looked the side who have been on top of this game?
Well, definitely, although there are some questions about whether this could be offside. I don't think so, I think he was just on. But yeah, PSG have definitely been the better side since they scored that first goal. Man United, as I say, haven't really created anything. They've been very much on the back foot. That PSG press is really, really hurting them, as we just see pictures of Thomas Tuchel going absolutely mental on the sidelines.
Jacob, some action down there at Old Trafford.
Yes, and it's Di Maria who's causing so many problems for this Man United side. They just can't do anything to stop him, it seems. This time he hits a ball with the outside of his foot. It's a beautiful ball up to Mbappe, who again gets away from those two centre-backs. They're having a nightmare. He cuts inside to the box and tries to chip De Gea, but one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He stands up tall, gets a very big hand to it, and now PSG have just got the ball wide on the right.
Quite a surprise there that Di Maria didn't play that when he played for Manchester United.
Yes, well, he's had quite a lot of abuse from the Man United fans, as I say earlier, objects being thrown at him. Some not very nice gestures, I would say, being aimed at him. And now Benat's free into the box. Oh, another big save from De Gea. Young is having a bit of a nightmare as well at the moment. Benat was found really in loads of space. He tries to shoot past De Gea, but De Gea tips it out for a corner. Man United are really on the back foot here.
Back onto PSG v Manchester United, Jacob. Is there any chance they can get back into this game? Are Manchester United pushing to get back into it?
Do you know what? Not at all, really. Any chances that they do get, PSG are just coming straight back at them. Di Maria's just had a corner cleared out here, so PSG now throwing one on the right. But as I say, Man United aren't really doing much. They took off Martial at half-time for Mata. Mata put in one okay ball, but hasn't really done much besides that. Rashford hasn't really been seen this half. They're really struggling. It seems to be in the midfield that they're losing the battle, really. And as I say, Sanchez, I'd almost forgotten he'd come on. There's been nothing to do with him at all so far this half.
Jacob, Manchester United, are they kind of trying to get back into this game?
Well, they are, but they're being limited to long shots. Matic has just had one which Verratti has blocked, but he's blocked it with his foot. It sort of looks like he might have done something bad to it, so he's being substituted. Just waiting to see who's about to come on for him. But yeah, they're still struggling to get involved here, Man United. Just confirmation there that Paredes is coming on. Yeah, they haven't really got themselves into the game at any point so far. Solskjaer is really going to have to pull something out bad here.
Is it a case of Solskjaer finally coming up against opposition that's difficult to beat almost? I mean, I know he's beaten Tottenham, but PSG are a different standard.
In a way, I think so. PSG have definitely taken the game to Man United. They've played in a way that United perhaps haven't seen so far this season. They've been pressed ruthlessly. The front three have not had any of the ball whatsoever for United. And that's due in part really to PSG really blocking out United's attempts in midfield.
Jacob, any more chances for Manchester United to get back into this game?
Not really. I mean, they've only had 4 shots, it seems, so far. Just the one on target as well. So they are really, really struggling. By comparison, PSG have had 11 shots, 5 of which have been on target. United is still struggling here. They can't really get themselves into the game at all. Matic is starting to come a little bit more forward now, it seems. He's getting on the ball a little bit. Although Pogba is being very tightly marked by Marquinhos in the middle.
Jacob, any sign of Manchester United getting back into this game at all?
Well, you can't fault Solskjaer for trying. He's now brought on Lukaku for Rashford in an attempt to get things going up top. It looks like United have dropped into the sole striker up top with Lukaku acting as a big target man. Sanchez, as I say, has been just non-existent in this game. Lukaku has been played through on the left by Mata, but Marquinhos, who has been superb all night, it must be said, has raced back and put it out for a throw-in. United are trying, they put a few crosses in, but Buffon in the PSG goal hasn't really been troubled.
Jacob, I know this game started a bit later due to that injury to Lingard. Is there much happening in the later stages?
Well, there's just 3 minutes left of normal time. Matic has just been booked for a foul on Mbappe, who was looking to break through. So that means he now misses the second leg over in Paris. That's a bit of a blow to Solskjaer, with Matic seeming to have a bit of a revival in the defensive midfielder position. So PSG they're probably going to just try and see the game out now, you'd imagine. They've got those 2 away goals, that 2-0 lead. They haven't committed many men forward, only 4 men up for this free kick, which Alves looks to be shaping up to take from quite some distance, it must be said. So he's going for the David Luiz, it seems. He's just starting his run up now. Oh, and it's just straight into the wall. So Sanchez can break. He's got nobody up forward for him, though, it seems. Pogba might be free down the left. No, it's come to nothing. PSG have managed to get back and snuff out that.
I mean, this was supposed to be a weakened PSG team, wasn't it, Jacob? And that has not really proved to be the case.
It's not been the case at all. PSG have been well on top throughout this game. They've had the game's best chances. They've limited Man United to really, I can't really put my finger on any decent chance for United at all in this game. Their front three have done nothing. And PSG, with it seems the Di Maria and Mbappe show, have managed to come out on top.
They're still playing at the Hall.
Oh, it's a red card. Sorry for Ashley Young. Oh no, for Pogba. I think Pogba or Young. I'm not quite sure who. I'm not sure what's happened. It seems it might have been an off-the-ball incident. Young is protesting fiercely. I think that could be for Pogba. Alves did go down in a tackle with Pogba, and it now looks like Pogba has been sent off. That would be I'm not sure whether it be a second bookable offence or a straight red. I didn't see a yellow, so I'm not sure what Pogba's done here. Something in the tackle maybe. Ashley Young is continuing to protest with referee Daniele Borsato. He's actually refereed United 3 times, 2 of which have been losses. It looks like it's going to be a third loss with this referee now for Man United. Pogba's now arguing with the referee. The referee's having none of it, and it is Pogba who has been sent off. Hopefully there'll be a replay in a second, so I can tell you what he's actually been sent off for. But yeah,
with it being a red card as well, if it's a straight red card, the VAR will come into place.
Yes, it's a second yellow. Yeah, confirmation now.
Second yellow.
Second yellow. So yeah, Pogba's trudging off down the tunnel. He's just given a bit of a smirk there as he went off. It looked like to me. We're still waiting on a replay here for what he's been sent off for. And we're just getting a replay now. That's very harsh. That's very, very harsh. It looked like it's a 50-50 between Alves and Pogba. They both put their feet in a little bit too high, and it seems that I don't even think Pogba's caught Alves at all. If anything, it's only like not a lot of contact. But yeah, Pogba's been sent off, and Man United are going down with a bit of a snuff.
Jacob, things look to be wrapping up down there at Old Trafford, and a first defeat for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yes, well, PSG have just kept the ball for it seems like about 3.5 minutes here. So Man United are really going out with a whimper. Those 2 away goals, you'd like to say that Man United are probably down and out, but as we all know with PSG from a couple of years ago, when Barcelona came back from 4-0 down to win their second leg 6-1, you can never count anything out with PSG. It is now full time, so PSG have won 2-0. It's a very deserved win, you must say. And yeah, Solskjaer looks a bit glum, you must say, on the sidelines.
In that game as well, there were 10 bookings. Like, it's quite unheard of almost in most games. Was it a game that was quite aggressive in any way at all?
I know I was running out of ink in my pen marking all these booking downs. There was 6 for Manchester United, including 7 I guess now, with 2 for Pogba. It just seemed like the game never really got going in the first half. A little bit, there were quite a lot of fouls in that part. But it didn't seem too feisty a game really. PSG, it seemed quite end to end at times. PSG had a lot of chances. Man United had barely any. So that's probably more the story of the game, you'd say.
Have they got much chance now of going through to the next round? It's going to be a very difficult game in Paris.
Well, if they play like this in Paris, then they've got no chance, because it was quite an awful performance, really, for them. Their front 3 never got involved. Alexis Sanchez coming on very, very late in the second half, never got involved. Mata, who came on at half-time, didn't get involved. And PSG just really controlled the game very, very well once they got that first goal. So yeah, deserved win.
A very entertaining match. Like we said earlier, we kind of got glazed over a bit. The first meeting between these two sides.
Yes, it was, and it was quite the time, wasn't it? So let's hope the second leg can be just as good.